Hi guys, and welcome here to another caal tutorial. This one here is going to be aimed at anybody who's just new to the airline and wants to start getting themselves into the air. So this is based on showing you how to get the tracking software that we require downloaded, and where to get all your download information as well if you require it for the website, and how to install FSUIPC, etc, etc. Right, without a doubt. Right, enough of the blabbing about. Right, so what's the first thing you've got to do? Right, okay, right, you then register with the website. Where do you go and find out where to get things? Simple as this. I am going to put the link to this bit down here. This is called FSUIPC that I have here. This is where you go and download down to the website. Sorry, not the website, onto your simulator. Right, so the first thing you've got to do is you've got to make sure you've got the correct simulator that you're running. If it's FS9 or 2004, you go down there, you scroll down a little bit, and it shows you where to go. So you've got to make sure that you're going to be getting the right software for this. This type of software here is crucial for us to kind of like use as the tracking software. As you can see here, there's for FS9. Sorry about the phone going off there. And then if you scroll up to the top here, here's the one that I am interested in mostly, because most of us run FS6, FS6 Steam and Prepared 3D now. But FS9 is still there, so you would download that, follow the instructions that it gives you in its decoder. So once it's downloaded, what's the next step that you need to go and do? Well, the first thing is we need to go and find out where you downloaded it. Right, so once it's installed, you would need to start up your flight simulator. Once you start up your flight simulator, and just show you just here in 2 seconds, there we go, never mind starting up just now behind the scenes, and it's currently the Q400 here at Inverness Airport. So I'm going to click on add-ons, and it should say FSUIPC. So even if you click on it, you'll see this. There's FSUIPC here. Right, remember, you do not have to use the registered version, which you need to pay for, or you just use this one here. You don't register it at all. It's one of the things I will probably get in the future, because it's a very useful tool, especially when it comes to like binding things that you've got to run on your website. So once it's downloaded and it's installed into your FSX or FS9 or Prepared 3D, so what do you do now? You go into your Pilot Center. This is where you're going to find the tracking software. So we click on the Pilot Center, we go down to View Downloads, which is down here. Click on there. So then we click onto that, and here's where you get all your stuff that you need for tracking. Right. Also in here you'll find out any of the stuff that you'll need for textures, models, etc. So the one we just clicked on there was the Smart Cars one. Here's the Smart Cars to show you what it looks like. This is the one we currently use in caal the most. It's got a lot more features, and it's a lot more basically pilot friendly for us, I would say, and it's a lot simpler to use. The other engine that we use up here is the caal system. This is the older one. It's a wee bit buggy, but it still works. You may have to use this one if you have FSX Steam Edition. So we always have it. We also have a third one which we do have, but that's for online tracking when you're on. That's it, and we'll cover that in a later date. So this is the caal tracking system here. To get into there, you've got to click on Settings. Add down at the top line your pilot ID, and in the second line where it says your password, it's the same password you used to register with caal. Then down below that you have to add in the links, and then also make sure that box there is ticked. So the links to the caal website, and then when you're done you just save it. So you connect to the website, you press that button there, and you will have a green tick like so. Once you get the green tick, that's it telling us that you're now connected to the website. Now the next part you need to do after that is then connect to FSX. So you press this one here, which is currently there, and you will get a green tick down here. This green tick here then tells you you're connected to FSX. Once you've done that, that's you ready to start your flight bidding. So how do you get your flight bids? So back to here, go up to your resources tab. Sorry, why am I clicking on that? I don't know why I'm doing that. Right, so the next part we're going to do is go down to, in fact, if the caal, sorry, I'll point this out to you, caal's here. Alan kindly put it down here under resources, under caal's instructions. There is a full guide, step-by-step instruction on what to do with the caal. He's kindly pointed out. So there it tells you everything there. It even gives you a link here to get the FSU IPC. Right, so you just click on that bit there and it takes you to the website that I was showing you earlier on. And everything else is there. All the steps are there. Everything I've just quickly described to you there is how to use your caals, how to book in the background. As you can see, step 1, step 2 is all there. Everything in red's all marked out, where to press. Alan's done a fantastic job in this one, and he also shows you how to go about booking flights, etc., and any other instructions that you may need for the caals system. Right, so we've got all that kind of like covered. So the next step is booking your flights. So I'm going to show you this way just now. So click on your pilot center, go down here, look under flight schedules, and that will come your last airport that you were at. And the next point here, as you can see here, I am at AGPE Inverness at Dalcross. I'm going to say Dalkeith there. So we click on search. Because there's only one flight available from this airport, this is one it's showing. So if I wanted to book that, or even wanted to go in and view details, like so, it'll give you a little bit of details about the flight. So here you go, it gives you a little bit about it, it gives you a route, gives you a wee map page, give you a rough idea of fuel for it, but I would personally use a rough fuel planner for it. So if I want to book it, I would then click on here, and that's it there, bid added. And that's how you start your bids. There is another way of doing it. You can go in here again, Pilot Center, if you wanted to go and see something of your bids. Here you go in there, view my flight bids. And there you go, there's the flight bid I've just bidded on there. Right, so it's EGPF to EGPE to EGPF, and the dash Q400, the time it's departing and the time it's expected to arrive. And there's your flight number. Now you can go and delete this if you really wanted to by clicking on, there's other things there, you can file the prep there, but if you want to remove it, this is how you remove it. You go to here and you would click on it twice like it's highlighted here. Right, so there you go, 2 times and it's gone. Right, the other way of doing it is here is going into flight booking, same process as before, clicking on search. As you can see, I'm still already at Inverness Dalcross, but if I wanted to change airport, I would then click down here. You can scroll down here, the full list with each one of them got a price. Each one of these price here is the price for the jump seat that you would use to get to this airport. So it could be anything from here, Sillies in Manchester cost $75, and that would then be the case if you want to jump this, so that would come off your earnings. There's my earnings there. If it was only real, then you would click go down here, and that would give you a jump seat to the other airports in the network that we have. So anyway, getting back here, searching on here again, what do you call it? I want to click on my flight bid. So that's just got the flight bid here to Glasgow. And that is the bid done. And I kind of like paused. Right. So here we go. I'm bringing up the smart cars here. So if I wanted to fly this flight, I click on flights, I can hit refresh. There's the flight I've just bidded on there. As you can see. So you tap on that one to highlight it, and now it's coming up with the option to fly, so now I'm going to fly it. So it comes to tracking software, gives you a bit more information about flights. There's the aircraft that's going to be flying, and flying offline. You can do it in IVO and that stuff, but I prefer to put it as offline because we have tracking software for flying online. So, next stage that I'm going to do here is I'm going to start the flight. So you would just get yourself down here to the start and you click on it. Once you've clicked on it, this is you now standing in the background there. You can hear the the smart cars kicking in for the aircraft in the background. So that is the smart car system. Right, now if you're using the caal system, once again I just want to make sure that you realise this. You need your pilot ID and all that stuff, match it up to there and save it. Make sure these 2 buttons are pressed and you have the 2 green ticks. The next button you'll press on is here is search flight. Then here it will give you all the details of your flight, your flight number, your type of aircraft where you're flying from, flying to, what time to depart, and how many passengers, and the scheduled flight time for this flight. Now what do you do after that, right? You need to start recording the flight. So you press play here, and as you can see, it's starting to record the flight. And without further ado, what we'll do is we'll get this Q400 all the way down to Glasgow. So I'm going to speed up the video after this, and the next part that you'll join me is when we're going to be filing up the flight plan. So right at this precise moment in time, we're just going to get GCX here to get us started and get us pushed back. So let's join me next time when we arrive at Glasgow. Hi guys, actually we just completed a quick flight from Inverness back down here to Glasgow. So what's the next stage? Let's file the pirate. So let's bring up the smart car system. How you file it is simple as this, right? As you go through here, it clicks down everything that you've got here. Tells you everything you need to know on your flight. And if you scroll back, tells you time you taxied, know your landing. Most important thing that we're looking at here is the landing rate, right? Landing rate here for today is 187. Not a bad landing rate considering it's a Q400. So let's click on File Pirate. There'll be a short delay. Here it is here, File Pirate. So once it's done that, that's you then filed the pirate. It's already on the website waiting for approval by one of the staff. Right, so that's how you use the smart car system there. And if you were wanting to book another flight or you have booked another flight, you would just scroll up to the top here and then refresh. If it will be already. So what do we do if you use the old caal system? How do you file the pirate? Quite easy, right? Once again, what you call it on the right hand side there, you press stop here, that stops the recording, and on the right hand side here, as I said there, you have all your details again and your landing rates, all on your information. And once you're done there, all you need to do to file the pirate there is click on the tick, and that would be it. Easy as that. But I'm not going to file that one there. That actually, because of the simple reason being I've already filed that pirate, so I cannot file it and twice or mess up the system. So that one's now been deleted by pressing the circle was next days. So thank you for joining us, and I hope that this is going to be a useful tutorial for anybody who is just joining up with caal Air just now, and helps you get set up and get yourselves into the air. Any problems whatsoever, feel free please to contact myself on the email or on the forums, and what do you call it, anybody in the staff was willing to help you out. So till the next time, in the next video, I'll see you soon. This is Jack Boyle saying bye bye.